Victims of Colombia's armed conflict will hold a special ceremony in the town of Villavicencio. The remains of some 29 people thought to be disappeared will be delivered to their relatives to receive proper burial. The ceremony will be held in private. The remains of the victims belong to both guerrilla militants and civilians, some of the victims of the army. And the ceremony has been regarded as an important symbol, a symbolic gesture, if you will, towards peace, marking the agreement reached by the FARC guerrillas and the government in Havana on Tuesday. For more now, we turn to our correspondent there in Colombia, Natalia Margarita. She joins us from Bogota. Hello there, Natalia. You know, the Colombian authorities, they're delivering these remains of the victims. Why is this such an important gesture?
First, it is very significant because in terms of the families that have been seeking for their beloved ones and wondering for many years what had happened to those relatives of them, at least the possibility to have remains the bodies of the relatives brings in a way relief. And it's also considered by the families as a first and important step towards knowing the truth on exactly what has happened to their beloved ones. But secondly, Cody, it is a very significant gesture in terms that is the result, in a way, of an agreement that was reached back in November, beginning of November, more or less, in Havana between the FARC and the government, that they will start looking for all those that have disappeared within the armed conflict in Colombia. Also, this agreement that they reached back in November, it's also part of the agreement that you said that they reached on Tuesday this week. It has to do with all the efforts and mechanisms to find an estimated 45,000 disappeared here in Colombia within the armed conflict, Cody.
Natalia, that this this ceremony fits into the wider victims reparations agreement that we heard about that was reached in Havana.
Yeah, this agreement on Tuesday that was reached on Tuesday includes, for instance, the creation of a specialized unit for searching those who have disappeared. So this ceremony that is taking place today can be taken as a very first step of that major agreement that the FARC and the government has reached in Havana. It is also very important to clarify that this specialized unit for searching the disappeared in Colombia will be created just once a final deal is reached in Havana. But regardless of that, we can see that the authorities here in Colombia are already making efforts to start making this first step towards finding the disappeared, which of course is going to be a huge challenge because, as I said before, we're talking about an estimated, because this is just an estimation, 45,000 disappeared within Colombia's armed conflict. So what some victims here in Colombia and analysts have been saying is that this shows the commitment that both parties involved in the negotiations in Havana have toward referring the victims, in this specific case, the families of the disappeared Codis.
They're reporting from Colombia, from Bogota. Natalia, thank you.